How you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well, brother. We are going to buckle down.
Ooh,
We've got Josh back with us.
oh God.
I can definitely kill somebody tonight. We've got some puzzles to solve. We have a character who's currently a zebra. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to try to tie it all together in the next 6 hours. So let's see what happens.
Some friends. 6 hours to end the campaign. Doo, doo. Grimjack 215. Yeah, excellent. We also have the man, the Ming, the legend.
God fucking damn it.
Mike, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. I was doing great before you said Ming, and now I'm doing much worse.
Good.
And I'm slowly realizing that I took notes and that I'm a zebra, both in game and out of game. So let me go find those notes. But yeah, I'm Mike. I'm here to hopefully not be a zebra and also hopefully not die. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's good. That's good. Just to live out your life as a zebra. Go down to the watering hole, maybe find a mate.
Like as a minimum, not die as a zebra. As a maximum, not die and not be a zebra are my goals for the day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, set achievable goals, and when it gets to the new year, we can make some real resolutions. Excellent.
Yeah.
We also have, and by the way, Mike has a role on the new Christmas table, which we'll get to in a minute, which has been written by the trickster gods of chat themselves, so it can only be excellent. We also have Strider Heap back with us today. How are you doing, Strider, my man?
If you're zebra in the game, you're zebra for real. Doing well, man. Yeah, awful fucking Monday, actually, so glad I'm here. This is the place to be. I'm playing Rurik, the Holy Paladin, who's going to smite some stuff and hopefully get pissed off and smite some stuff, man.
Hell yeah. We have Mythomatic back with us today. How are you doing, Myth?
Hello, everybody. I'm super hyped to be here. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the week. I'm playing Alizar today. Alizar is an old wizened wizard, and he seems to be stuck with this arcane amnesia, and we're trying to get that to not be a thing. But there are times where he gets flashbacks of what his life once was. Till then, he is this wacky, pretty much like a loony Disney character.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, Myth. I forget you have amnesia every time we start playing, and I just think you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, oh, it's right. We all have amnesia.
I don't have it either. So.
We're all the crazy people.
Yeah.
He's the only sane guy.
Right.
Incredible. Well, great to have you again, Myth. And returning from the grave, we have encountered Josh. How does it feel to be in a house, Josh, with internet that's working and all that good stuff?
Yeah, it's the dream, isn't it?
It really is a dream.
We moved in, and I'll level with you guys. Like, we had a gas leak the night I moved in, and Beth was like, "We need to sort that." And I was like, "No, I gotta call the internet company because they're not here, and they said they'd be here." So risked potentially blowing myself up to be here because that's what it's all about. I have asked the guys. I said, "Guys, I've been away for a little while. Catch me up." I was told so many dick jokes.
Yep.
That is it.
That is cool.
That is it. I know nothing. I have no idea what you guys have been up to. I don't know why Mike is a zebra. He was Eeyore last time I saw him. I'm a little annoyed.
It's exactly what you should expect for a bunch of white guys with beards playing Dungeons and Dragons.
This is true.
Talking about dicks, pretty much. Making some progress. Remind us what Quinn is like. That guy. That dude.
Quinn, a.k.a. Dirtman, a.k.a. everyone's favorite druid. Quinn Kalin of Clan Kane. He is a wood elf. He is super edgy, and he is mostly a good guy. He's entirely a good guy. You guys got nothing to worry about. Everything's going to work out fine. He's just your lovely, friendly neighborhood nature boy.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. As myself, I'll be reprising my role as Grub, the half-orc barbarian, raised back from the dead once, twice, 3 times a lady. 3 times a barbarian, I guess, really, when I think about it. Grob is the kind-hearted, loving barbarian of the group, who's become Shadow Grub. Now he's back. He's feeling a lot better. He's inhabited by the spirit of one of the trickster gods, and he likes to try and solve puzzles because he is now the party's resident spelunker, dungeoneering expert. and all-round guru. So as far as Grob is concerned, at the very least. So that's that. That's the party. I'll remind you guys quickly of how to interact with today's show before we do a recap. First of which, if you haven't followed yet, hit the follow button and join us. 20 followers, you guys get to decide something which happens next in our campaign. Also, here is a tweet for you guys. 20 retweets. We're already over halfway there, and we'll have a viewer decision as well, where you can affect the party and the story. You can donate to affect the game. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and this month, the very special Christmas table, which has been written by the trickster gods of chat themselves. There are a couple of ones added in for my own amusement as well. It's £10 for a roll on a Christmas table, seeing as we're in the spirit of Christmas. There are some truly horrific ones in there, and there are some nice ones as well. So whether you're naughty or nice, the Christmas table will decide. We in fact have a roll on that to begin. We have a couple of things to get through in terms of note-keeping, housekeeping, I suppose. We've got a bunch of potions for the party. Each of us have a potion roll from Lauren, her pledge on Kickstarter. And that's a D33. Mike Ming has a roll on the Christmas table to do. And I believe we have an extra special donation cast from the past. Isn't that right, Greg? Yes.
You're talking about the patron?
I am.
Yes, Strider has been made aware that because of the love that he has in the patron community, he'll be rolling a wild magic surge courtesy of Trey.
Tremendous.
Merry Christmas, Rorik.
So,
happy holidays.
So we can all roll a D33. Ming can look at the Christmas table. Rorik can roll a wild magic surge. And Greg, whilst we all do that, I guess you can recap us on what happened last time.
Sure thing. What I'll do, and this is especially for Dirtman, the party had made it to the ruins of Mesro. And from the ruins of Mesro, they had gone through a complex series of pulleys and cables and putting hands on obelisks to open up a portal that led them to the lost city of Omu. Now, before that happened, believe it or not, there are a couple small plot points that need to be addressed. One was that Hezekiah found and recovered the artifact known as the Ring of Winter from the severed hand of one Artis Cimber. A couple other things that had happened is that Rorik was able to see and bid farewell to his father, who was Niles Breakbone, the commander of the Order of the Gauntlet in Mesro. So as they teleported on the, what do we call it, the treadmill of annihilation, and were sped and thrust into Omu, gotten a bit more serious in that now we are engaging in the actual quest given to them by the trickster gods that inhabit them. So in the city of Omu, in the lost continent of Chult, they're here. The trickster gods have spoken to them as soon as they have arrived. It said to find their puzzle cubes, find these keys, 4 keys that will enable them to complete their quest. They've gotten one already. They went into the shrine of Moa and they were able to recover one of the cubes. But into the second cube that they went into the shrine of Wongo, as Grob directed them through, as the voice of the ape or the simian spoke inside of his brain, they were greeted with a very complex riddle, one that's perhaps a little too complex for them to figure out correctly, as they were in the process of uncovering who in fact was Wongo's friend, as the riddle that was presented to them explained. Their chief thief, one Hezekiah Crowsbane, volunteered to perform every aspect of the task in question, and at the end of last episode, he turned into a zebra. Now, to bring everybody up to speed on exactly what is happening in the Temple of Wongo, we have, and I believe I actually have something to show the guys, because I don't have Will's artistic skills, for those of you that are following Learn by Play on...
Yes, my cartography based
I don't have that. I don't possess that.
Nope. Few do.
We are on... right? We are on Wongo Shrine.
I'm looking at the zebra right now, but that's just me.
Okay. Let me see. Did I put you guys over?
We're on number 12, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
There you go.
Oh, I see darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yes, it should be over towards the right of the map. You guys will see Wongo's Shrine. Now, in looking down on Wongo's Shrine, if you guys can see it all, you'll notice that there are 5 columns that lead into a central area. 4 of them end before making it into the central area. At the end of each of those were masks.
I got blackness, just so you know.
Got blackness, all blackness?
Yep.
Blackness across the board. Lovely. I'll try it one more time.
Come back to the screen.
Nothing?
Don't worry. Well, I will buy you some time. Messing that around as I look up these potions.
Sure.
Okay, so Strider rolled a 14 on his potion and got the Oil of Etherealness, which is
now I can fly twice.
Page 183 of the Dungeon Master Guide. Josh, on a 1, got the Potion of Climbing, which could come in handy later on here. We'll see. Mike.
That's for the Christmas table. Do I have to roll a potion as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
That's for the Christmas table.
Okie dokie. 29 on the potion table. 29 for Mike. The Potion of Longevity. Your physical age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6 years. That's on page 188 of the Dungeon Master's Guide, in case you want to look that up for yourself, Mike. Myth, what did you roll on the potion? 13. Elixir of Health. It cures diseases afflicting you, and it removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned conditions.
Get wrecked.
Yes, get wrecked, noob. So that's pretty good. And what did I roll? I don't even remember. I rolled a 26 on a table. Oh, dope. I get the Potion of Cloud Giant Strength. When I drink this potion, my strength score equals 27 for 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah.
Rick.
Pretty dope. Okay. Strider, what was your wild magic surge? Have you had a chance to look that one up?
No, I didn't look it up. I have the number for you. If you
what is the number, sir?
4560.
4560. I'm gonna be fucking so strong. Oh, if the target now has fewer than 1d100 hit points, he's fully healed. Like the opposite of power word kill.
And what if I'm okay? Sick. I get back 2 hit points.
Very nice. And thank you to JC Galvanal for subscribing. Welcome, my friend. Okay, what else do we need to do? We got all of the wild magic. We got the potion. We need a Christmas table for you, Mike. And you got a 49 on the Christmas table?
I got a 7.
Oh, a 7. Okay, my bad. A 7 on the Christmas table. Oh, it's a good one. You've clearly been nice this Christmas, traveler. Naughty, Mike. Or should I say Ming? Reads Christmas gifts all around for the party. So, Greg, make a note. At some point, we may receive some Christmas gifts from the spirits of the Yuletide.
Awesome. Something else. Cool.
Oh,
Christmas.
Good stuff this time.
I want a new helmet.
Helmet.
I want my life back.
Life. Right.
Just want to be happy.
Okay, guys. I am currently working on this, but it is not
too real.
Cooperating too much. I don't know what's up.
It's all too real.
Yeah.
I could use my brain to just imagine it.
Right.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
Gay.
Wow. Wow.
Let's do
Know,
Okay, let's do this. So as you guys are looking down on the from the bird's eye view, there's a central chamber. One center hallway leads into it, flanked by 2 additional hallways. The 2 on the outside lead to masks that look into the central area. When you look through each mask, you're actually looking through the mask of a lion, a boar, a zebra, and a vulture. Each time you look into one of the masks, you see a central area with a statue of a monkey. The monkey is sitting hanging upside down with both its feet and its hands cupped, and it appears that it can hold water. As you were looking in at the main statue, you were given the following message. Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. And as you looked through each of the masks, first one was the lion, you received the message, I ate one of the boar's friends. The boar said, the vulture is lucky to be alive. The zebra said, "My only friend starved to death." And the vulture said, "One of the others has no friends."
And the cow says moo.
And the cow says moo. So each time you look through these masks, you are given one of the hands or one of the feet as an indicator for that particular mask and animal. You need to figure out who is Wongo's friend of these 4 animals and potentially pour water into the corresponding paw or foot. But right now, you have a zebra among you. And Hezekiah, you have no clue that you are a zebra. Your perspective has shifted just a touch, but nothing else. Everybody else seems to be looking at you oddly, though.
Well, everyone, we have several clues now. We must put them together and find who is the friend. Who is the friend of the monkey?
What? Heathen!
What?
Goddamn heathen.
Why are you looking at me that way? Grobicus was the heathen. I am simply a man. Hezekiah is a man.
Hold on. I actually have comprehend language. Can I do that?
It's not speak with animals, but
I think it's read. I think it's read.
What noises do zebras make, Mike?
Clearly, whatever the noise that Greg was making, obviously, as the
master,
as the master
I know
animal.
Greg knows, but you're the character here, Mike. Come on, Ming.
I don't. So that's I don't know that I'm a zebra. I think that I'm a man.
Ming feel a zebra. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a Emperor's New Clothes kind of.
Yeah. Kind of I don't know that I'm naked and a zebra.
Okay. Also, as soon as Hezekiah turns into a zebra, as this like polymorph-esque magic seems to be swirling around, all of a sudden, from out of Hezekiah's pack before it becomes part of the zebra, you see a squirrel explode out of the pack, and it turns into the druid known as Quinn. As the elf crashes to the ground, looking at you desperately, wondering why no one ever came to his aid as he was stuck in this form for quite a long time.
A couple weeks.
I've seen things.
Oh my god, you've been in
terrible things.
You've been in there the whole time.
We were talking about you. We didn't know where you were.
So that was what that smell was.
Dirtman, our friend here has Dirtman, and he is now a zebra. Tell him to stop.
Yeah, he's now a zebra, and we're in the tomb of the Congo. So we got do the Congo Wongo to get out of here and find the other cube, I think.
Wombo Congo.
The Wombo Congo, yes.
Right.
So what have you been up to, Quinn?
How long have you been inside my pack?
It's been a good 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
Dirtman, I've seen you turn into animals. I just saw you right now. Help him turn into not a zebra.
I don't think that's possible.
Why are you saying that I'm a zebra?
Quiet, zebra. We will fix you. Do not worry.
It seems as if there is some sort of trick of fate here, that one of us always needs to be an animal, you see. There could only be 4, and then an animal. So it seems as if your spirit animal, you here, Mr. Quinn, seems as if you are really a squirrel, you see. But you are a friend of Wombo. Yeah, and I pat the snout of Hezekiah.
Don't touch me, old man.
You're saying that basically think that I'm a squirrel druid that can turn into a human.
I don't think that. I know that. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Believe me, I've seen many of things. And from what I see here, that is what you are.
My spirit animal would be a sword. A really cool sword.
Not an animal, you dingus. That is a tool of combat.
Dingus.
You're a tool.
Well, they say that your spirit animal represents what you are within. So
Yes,
if his is a tool, that makes perfect sense. Right. So
At this point, Matthew Broderick shows up, and the love story between Hezekiah and Quinn begins, as they are destined never to be
I'm so happy.
Men, but zebra and squirrel. Right.
Moose and squirrel.
Squirrel. Zebra and squirrel.
Zebra and squirrel.
Zebra. Alizar, if you will roll me an Arcana check, perhaps you have gleaned something from what has transpired to aid the party.
And thank you so much to Brands Art for the host and raid. Welcome in, my friends. We're just getting started here. Joined in a great time.
Yeah, you didn't figure out anything with that nat one.
I'm going to try and, as this is shape-shifting, which is kind of my jam, can I roll an Arcana or a Nature to see if I can figure out what the fuck just happened to him?
I'll let you do either, yeah.
Well, he's now a zebra, obviously.
I'm going to go with Arcana. 21.
Okay. You figured out that with this transformation, something has occurred where, since Hezekiah was the one to perform each of these acts, it sort of triggered the reveal. So with the friend of Wongo, you're pretty sure that it is not a zebra, but one of the 3 remaining animals. It's almost a process of elimination.
Okay. Do I know how permanent this is? For example, like as a druid, I know that I can only hold the form up while I'm conscious. So if I'm knocked unconscious, I will drop form, which is the same with polymorph. Would that work with Hezekiah at the moment?
With a 21, I'm going to give you the following. You think that this might be a more permanent version, sort of like a true polymorph, where you're kind of concerned that if it takes you guys longer than an hour to figure this out, you may have a new zebra thief.
A zebra.
Well,
yes.
I have a feeling that if we don't figure this out quite soon, it will become permanent.
Well, so we best stop messing around and sort out the puzzle, because I solved the puzzle last time.
I will just say that it's probably not the zebra that is the answer to this riddle. I also
talking a lot with your hand.
I can't promise you that it's going to be an hour. It could be more, it could be less. With magical spells like this, it's rarely that black and white.
Well, you should have stayed gone. Did you miss the whole thing last week with Tom Cruise? Because
you were better than that. You go back to squirrel form and get inside my pack.
You can't just demand I get back inside your pack, okay? That's not cool, okay?
Because you understand zebra?
Fine, okay, right. I'll take a look at the stuff. Alright, reminding myself, Will, of what's happening here. We got tunnel, red, blue light, eating the boar friends. We got the vulture, the lion, whatever it was.
Boar, lion,
boar,
vulture
lion.
Are the ones that are remaining. Lion, boar, vulture from left to right.
And bear pig.
And the main clue was Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. And if you guys want to, I will allow either give me an intelligence roll to see if I can give you a clue that Mr. Chris Perkins has deemed allowable.
16.
Now, it says one of his friends starved to death, but one of them ate another one. I think the lion ate someone. So the lion didn't starve to death. What does that mean? I don't know.
I think it's the vulture. Because the vulture has hands. And also, if he ate the other one, then there's no reason that the vulture would have any scraps.
That's clever. That's
the vulture is alive. Says the vulture is lucky to be alive.
Vulture is lucky to be alive, so it is alive. Thank you, Zebra Man. Zebra Me. All right, so...
As translated by Quinn.
So we should do something with the vulture one, then?
Right, yes.
Like, put our faces through and have a look at it, or...
I'll do it this time.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll do the old vulture peeky. That's what they used to call me in Arcane College. Here we go. And then
that was your nickname in high school. Right?
Vulture Peaky was your nickname.
Vulture Peaky Blinders.
Well, I've looked through, so just so you guys know, before you start going in tunnels and becoming animals, I've looked through every single tunnel We have all the clues from every tunnel.
Yeah, but we've forgotten all of them as well.
You're a zebra.
They're in chat. You guys can see all the clues I posted.
Yeah, and you're still a zebra.
Yeah.
I am a zebra. Yes. So we know that it's not the zebra, and we have to use the clues to find.
Vulture is lucky to be alive. Vulture, ray of blue light on the left hand, floating above. One of the others has no friends.
Yes.
I'm having a tough time script. So what do we know on the intelligence save? Check.
On the intelligence save, you are something about the tense of the main clue triggers, and it says Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water. Does not say Wongo's friend knew where to pour the water.
So he has to be alive.
So they have to be alive.
So it has to be the vulture. So we've got to do something with the vulture. What we got to
Why
do?
does it have to be the vulture?
Has little hands. It's got hands. He can pour the water. And
Hands, he's alive. Says in the clue that he's alive.
But if the vulture is the one and he knows how to pour the water, he might not be able to pour the water. Never says he knows how.
Well, he knows how to. It's the bloody clue thing, isn't it?
But he doesn't necessarily. It doesn't.
I think
mean
we're
that he's able to
overthinking
pour.
this a bit now.
Yes.
Again, it says he knows where to pour the water.
None of us.
Not
are right.
how, not when, but where.
He knows where, because vultures fly and they see things from above. And he's alive because the clue said it was, and the dungeon master is strongly suggested that we should look at that clue. So
I thought you were the dungeon master.
Oh, I am, yes, and I am telling you that we should look at that clue.
Yes, Dirtman, we dubbed him the dungeon master last time.
I am the dungeon
because
master.
he mastered all the dungeons.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Alizar, when you look through, you do see a ray of blue light hitting the left hand of the statue in the main chamber.
So I'm right in thinking if we were to go back round into the main chamber, we could be by the statue. Or I can
you'd be in the main chamber, and see if that's up for you guys now. It's all blackness, but that's the fog of war. If you guys like scroll over to the right, it should pop up for you. Nope. Well, that's just lovely, because that was going to help out a little bit.
I know what you mean. If you go to the settings of the page and just turn off the fog of war.
Oh wait, oh no.
No, that's it.
Well, you could do that, and then you could black out the other stuff using the tool.
I did do that.
Is it because we have no line of sight on it? Like there's no tokens on it with vision, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. You guys can't pan over to the right?
No, if I zoom out and I see the whole map is
I just see
darkness. Damn, roll. What's up, Caleb? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in.
Does that help?
That does not.
That does not. Tell you what, Greg. If you can probably promote
it's not
me,
gonna work.
You can probably promote me to a GM, and I can probably fuck around with it.
Oh, I can do that, I guess. If I can figure out where you are, then I'll.
Yeah.
Now I believe 2 of the animals are dead.
Yes.
Because one of them was eaten and one of them starved.
Starved to death. That's right.
Yes, so only 2 of them are alive, and then at least we have a 50-50.
I think it's the boar.
Zebra, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah.
We'll fix you.
I think the zebra thinks it's the boar.
Why?
It's a zebra.
Because I can speak to animals, that's why. Obviously.
Yeah, indeed. And that really helps you speaking to a fictional creature in a riddle.
I am going to pull my face away from the vulture mask.
What if we just kill the zebra and be done with this?
What if the answer?
I have been considering that.
Well,
something's goofed up with my roll 20.
So good. I'll show you a link in Zoom. You're pretty good there. You can promote me to GM. I can probably fuck around with it.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I think there's something.
Technology.
I vote boar. Should we put it to a vote?
Well, my vote is vulture based on the evidence.
I want to know what actually triggered this whole thing. Because, I mean, we looked and saw through all of them. I don't know what happened that made
this. This is led to us spending a lot of time standing around talking, and I don't particularly like any of you because I find a lot of you not interesting and therefore boring. I reckon the boar.
I have a case for why it's not the boar.
That was the reason.
Okay, let's see.
There are 2 There are 2 alive, correct? We've already determined that.
Yep.
The lion, because he's eating people, and the vulture, who's lucky to be alive. So if those are the only 2 are alive, it can't be the boar.
I really think it's the vulture because of the clues.
The vulture. I don't think Wongo's going to make friends with a lion.
Right.
You don't know Wongo.
You don't know.
I don't know his story.
Wongo, but if I was to trust anything that ate me or my friends, I feel like it would not be a wonderful friendship.
Just
Vulture.
Wongo spoke
Left
to
hand
me.
it is.
Yep.
Pour something in its left hand. Do we need the zebra's blood?
Yes.
Probably just some water, I reckon.
Well, it's up
Is
to
there
you,
like a
Dungeon Master.
font or
Well,
anything?
there is a spout of water, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
yeah,
use
let's
that.
go to the spout.
Well, the backup plan is bleed the zebra dry, but in the meantime,
Yes.
let's use the water fountain.
Well, there is water in blood. That makes up 69% of all blood is water.
Dirtman, did you see when I punched Grob in the face?
Just ran into
Can
the
I have an action replay?
Dirtman,
A
did you see?
play-by-play.
Did you see the time I chopped Grob in half?
I feel like I missed some stuff.
Right, that happened.
Not really.
It did happen.
You're fine.
I
Nah,
smoted him.
some recaps on the website, I guess. Or watch YouTube.
Solid plug.
I go to the spout. I go to the spout,
Left hand. Do the left hand.
and then I spout into the left hand.
Okay, as soon as you guys do that, as soon as you guys pour it into the left
Very
hand,
specific.
a cube appears above the head of the statue, and it's just resting there.
Get ready.
Zebra, quick, use your mage hoof.
Pushes it over.
I just paw at the ground angrily.
Fine,
so
I'm not scared. I'll do it. I'm gonna
Who's grabbing it?
I'm gonna poke the cube with my sword because I've seen fake cubes before. The shit goes through in the last one, so I'm gonna poke it with a sword to see if it's solid.
It's very real. You get an actual tink as your sword hits the cube.
There, someone grab it.
I'm still looking for the mask.
When
I'll grab the
I'm
cube.
nervous and fastidious. I won't do it.
I grab the cube.
Who's gonna grab it?
Rob, the dungeon master.
Okay, Grob, as soon as you grab a hold of the cube,
Yep.
nothing happens. And as you pull it down and you take a look at it for a second, a piece of stone kind of hits off of your head, not causing any damage. And then you start to feel a rumble as the entirety of the shrine begins to shake. At this point, I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
It's a rumble in
And
the
let-
jungle.
Haha, 4.
Do I gain some kind of zebra-based advantage to initiative?
No.
Zebra fueled rage.
Worth asking.
Wait, what are we fighting? What just happened? Sorry.
Everything's rumbling, and it's Indiana Jones. There's probably a big boulder somewhere.
Rolling initiative
In
against
fact,
the zebra.
it's in Indiana Jones 3, in which everything's falling in, and it looks like Strider is Elsa at this point.
Right. Everything's starting to fall in. Strider, you see everyone take off and you kind of slip a little bit as you're getting ready to get out. And you realize that as you look up and just get a glance of the cracks in the ceiling and the plaster and the stone begins to fall, that you're not going to make it out of here. But you do have one chance. The zebra looks like it could fit one. Would you like to make an acrobatics check for me? To mount Hezekiah.
I've been waiting for this since the first session. Zebra, come here.
kind of creepy.
Time to mount up, Ming!
God damn it.
Dig. It's okay.
How's a
It's your
5?
first time. It's awkward. You guys don't really. You're not really.
I don't normally have this problem.
Yeah, it's true. It's tough.
It's a little incompatible, but you are able to get drugged far enough with a grip full of the zebra's mane that it drags you forward, and you end up only taking, if anything works for me anymore.
First date, got drug. It's going well.
Oh, you only take one. One damage as you just get clipped on the very end. And as you guys finally get out and you're free of this Wongo's shrine with the temple in your hand, or the puzzle in your hand, Grob, you hear in your head Wongo say, good, but good enough? And you guys see two very large, four-armed gorillas descend from the forward and the rear.
Hello.
And attack. And give me another initiative roll. Please tell me where you end up, as I will do so for
19. When it comes to battle, I'm always ready.
Damn it, I rolled a 20 last time. Now it's a 5.
Another initiative.
All right.
All right then.
M1, get wrecked. Haha.
14. Not bad.
Okay, so I gotta find my Quinn. It's there it is, way back here. Okay, so we've got Strider going first, followed by Alizar, Quinn, Hezekiah, and Grob.
Yep, it is absolutely Jonathan kissing a camel while Hamanaptra sings and the mummy. Hamanaptra.
Let me get my stuff fired up. I apologize, guys. This thing is moving ridiculously slow, and I fear I'm going to be...
Do you want to try jamming me, and I can try and...
I tried, dude. It's not, like, nothing's working on my end.
Oh,
I can't even... Yeah. I was just ignoring you.
Oh, you become a robot. Fuck.
No.
That was scary.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're like playing... Like, it's like your microphone is doubling.
Oh, wonderful.
You actually sound like a Roger. Say Roger, Roger.
Roger.
Oh my god.
Wish fulfillment right there. Wish fulfillment.
Guys, that's today's episode. Hope you've enjoyed the Tomb of Annihilation.
I tell you what, Greg, you might want to just pull out your mic and pull it back in again. That's probably the fix. Seems like a bit of a loose person.
Usually when I'm having an issue, I pull out and put it back in.
Yeah, that's... Oh my god, he's like... It's because Greg is so far in the future that time is warping for in their future. Time's warping around him. There we go. See if he's back.
Uh-oh. Nothing.
Oh, no, I can't hear him. Oh no! All of the technology is breaking. Don't worry, because we're still here. Now this is when we create an improv scene during which all of the rubble is falling around us. And
Dungeon, so go ahead.
I am the dungeon. Rob is a dungeon master, so I jump on the back of Hezekiah, and I'm like, "Quick, everybody, get on Hezekiah! Get on a zebra!"
I do it.
Rurik's just barely hanging onto his tail and like getting kicked in the face repeatedly.
Yeah, he wants you to get off.
I'm gonna reach out my hand to Alizar, who's like, as a zebra is running, he's like running behind it. Like, jump, Alizar, jump!
Hello.
There he is.
Yep.
Yay, there you are.
Do I sound okay?
You sounded good.
I never sound okay, but I sound all right.
Sounded good.
Right.
Okay. Jesus. I don't know what's going on.
Greg, you know our 80s dice roll sound effect? That's what you sounded like.
Oh, great. I sounded like Greg Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. If I disappear, I'll try to get back on. Something must be going on with the ye old internets.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have come through. Let's see where our... Hopefully I can do this before it... Yeah, everything's taking super long. Ugh. Okay, with a nat 20, the Gorillons will be going first. As we're going to go with the first and last person. Grob and Rorik are each attacked. Also, as soon as you guys got outside the temple, Hezekiah, you crashed and pulled Rorik free. And as soon as you did that and crossed the threshold out of the Temple of Wongo, you have become your normal roguish self again, as everything has morphed back into the strapping gentleman that we now see before us.
Oh, yeah.
Now Hezekiah's just on all fours and Rurik's holding onto his ass.
Well, let's hope.
Get away from me.
Calm down, it's my first time.
What are you doing? Get off of me. Saying it for several minutes. Get off.
Get me off.
You didn't have a saddle. I've never done it bareback before.
Disgusting. Get away from me.
Okay, Rourke, get ready.
How would Heronius look upon this?
I'm always ready.
9 doesn't hit, right?
Nah.
18.
Yes.
5 slashing. Ooh, nat 20 for 13 slashing. And 22 for another 8 slashing.
What the hell?
16 hit you?
No.
Okay. So add up all those ones that hit, because I'm not even sure I can scroll and roll 20 right now. 13, 18, 24, or 26, right? Right, yes. Alrighty, same thing going for Grob in the back as the second one attacks. Ooh, nat 1. 12, Grob.
Nope, no gonna hit.
20 for 9 slashing.
Ow!
And 24 for 8 slashing. 17 total, bite coming. 11 doesn't hit, so there you are. You guys have 2 rather wicked apes with 4 arms in front and behind, and Rorik, you're up. And the one just gave you a pounding.
Does it take action to use my healing pool to heal myself?
Yes. Is it I'm not sure if it's a bonus or a direct action, but I think it's a full action for lay on hands.
Full action?
Full action.
Isn't it? For a paladin to lay on hands?
Oh, okay, no. Sorry, I'm not sure about paladins. Playing cleric, haven't I?
Guess I'll just focus on attacking first off. How's a 20?
20 hits.
12, and then let me smitey smite. 12 and 15.
Both hit, and for 17 damage, is that what you said?
No, that's my damage. 12 and 15 were my damage.
Okay, 27?
Yes.
Okay.
How does he look after that?
Unbloodied.
Oh, God damn it, I'll hit him again. 18.
That hits.
An 11.
He looks bloodied now. So as you tear into it, cutting through the bicep of the lower left arm, swinging back around and getting another cut in, this thing is looming over top of you, this monstrosity, as it just leers with this almost intelligent lecherous gaze as it's looking at this paladin, somebody that it innately feels drawn to remove from this planet.
I was gonna use my other action just to cure wounds on myself really quick. Just so you
have 2 full actions, or you want to use your bonus for something? Because you did your 2 attacks, right?
Oh, okay.
Cure wounds
attack action is the 2,
yeah.
and then
cure wounds is an action. Healing what? Bonus?
I'm pretty sure lay on hands is a full action. I'm not terribly sure. If somebody in chat could yell at me, that'd be awesome.
Okay, yeah, that's my turn then.
Okay, Alizar, you're up, brother.
How many monkeys are still jumping on the bed?
2, but they each have 4 arms, so technically 4.
Yeah, it is an action.
Full action.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Alizar kind of like takes out and goes, oh no, all right. How close are they?
Danger close. As you guys ran out, I left your initiative order for as you ran out was how you emerged from the temple. So with Rorik in front, having been thrown forward, he is face to face with one of them. Grob's in the rear, and one of them dropped down immediately behind him as everyone cleared out of the temple. So the rest of you are in the middle. You have Rorik's is the closest to you, the one that's hurt. It's you're just slightly out of melee of it.
Okay. So in that case, I go, oh my, all right, hold on. And I like pull out from like a pocket in my robe, a small cocoon, and I peel it open. And as I peel it open, I like blow, and you see like there's like glitter or like this, just glitter. That's it. But like this arcane sparkles come out and form some sort of butterfly in midair, and they flap forward and land on the nose of one of these gorillons, and I'm gonna try to polymorph it into a turtle.
Okay, and that's a contested wisdom or charisma?
That is a wisdom spell save 18. Balls. Got a 21.
That's 20.
21.
So it looks and swipes at the sparkly butterfly, and the spell fails.
Shit. I'm fucked.
I can't believe you're saying that.
Shit. This whole time thinking about how I was going to cast that.
Right.
It was awesome. I love it.
Like
Okay,
Outlaws
Alizar, do you have a
podcasts.
bonus or a movement that you would like to do? Quinn, you're on deck.
I don't think I have a bonus. I think I have to try to hold on. There was one other thing. What is this? Is sleep
Sleep is an action, should be?
Yep, full action.
I am gonna move. I'm gonna move away.
I'm gonna go.
Oh shit.
So are you going like left or right, or are you backing up towards the one that's behind that's fighting Grob, or are you trying to just remove yourself from
I'm trying to
the
remove
battlefield? And
I guess I'm gonna try to go right, I guess.
okay, so you're flanking off to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
You can get 30 feet away. I'm assuming if you want to take your full movement.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alizar dawdles off to 30 feet to the right, and Quinn, you are up, sir.
Okay, right. I am going to focus on one of these. Oh God, I love the wild magic surges. I'm going to focus on one of the Grillians. One of them's been hurt, yes? Or is it both of them?
The one that Rourke is fighting has been hurt. The one that Grob is fighting is fresh.
Okay. In which case I am going to. Nope, that's not going to work. In which case, I'm going to check real quick. Is it stormy out at the moment, or cloudy?
It's perpetually humid here in Chult, but there's no precipitation coming down at this time. Omu seems to be a slightly drier city, perhaps due to the massive volcanic activity.
Okay. I can't. Yeah, I can't avoid you guys with that one, so I won't do that because that would be too much fun. And instead, I will. I'm gonna conjure cool lightning, which I will do on first strike on the one that's fighting Rorik. Damn.
Deck save for half. What's your DC 15? Okay, so he takes all 17 of it. He is still up, but he's smoking and not happy.
And then I am going to move forward and Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to stand actually no, I'm gonna hit him and then I'm gonna go and back Grog up and join the fight with that one.
Okay, so you're going back to the fresh one with Grob and no bonus action, nothing like that?
Not yet, no.
Gotcha. Quinn, you're done. Hezekiah, you're up.
Hezekiah's got some wild magic surges to go through, which are fucking amazing, by the way, from Charis TK.
Why don't you go ahead and read those out, Will?
No, I think it's better you do, Mike, to be honest.
Do it.
6430. Here you go, Greg. This one's for you, buddy. Target must save or be struck dead by a meteor.
Yes. Yes. Yes, please.
Greg's
Wait for it,
Okay.
Greg. Wait for it, Greg.
The second one's even better.
6007. Target is covered by a thick shawl of fetid vulture feathers.
It's so perfect. We touched the vulture. We fucking touched the vulture.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's roll. So what is this? Do we have a DC on
No,
this? or do I
It's
set
up
it
to it's up to you to decide any kind of save that this is. It could be a DC 10.
Okay.
It could be a DC 500.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a DC 20 deck save, or you die by meteor as you are covered in the vulture feathers of the curse of the Shrine of Wongo, for you have angered a trickster god and the trickster gods of chat, and they have decreed DC 20 deck save.
Wow.
This is why he pledged on the Kickstarter, guys.
Absolutely.
To kill Ming.
Can I argue for acrobatics? Oh, it's a saving throw.
It's a
Never
deck
mind.
saving throw.
It's a saving
Save-
throw, buddy. This is just
save
saving your butt.
Nat 1, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set the scene here as Hezekiah is pulling out his diamond rapier, getting the green flame blade ready as the heir apparent to the Asirak fortune and fame and glory, and as if this pride cometh a fall or a drop, as the sound, very much like the land before time, as it creeps across the sky of Chalt, comes a meteor, very specific in its target, as it smashes into the body of Hezekiah, and not so much obliterating him from existence as punting him back towards the Shrine of Wongo, where he hits to a deafening crack as his spine and skull cease their integrity. And as the rogue slumps to the ground, a puddle of his former self, a beat passes, and the crystal around his neck shatters. And Hezekiah comes back as the pain grips his spine and skull as everything resets and puts him at 1 hit point.
Fucking kill him quick.
This is what you get for being a heathen. Stop pissing off the gods.
Well, this is the second time in 2 years that I've been hit by a meteor and died on your ship.
Vulture feathers are still there.
It's a fan favorite at this point.
Yeah.
That was
You don't have a crystal. I'm terrified.
That's so happy. Quinn will see this happen, realize the only other healer amongst us is the paladin, and the paladin hits a shit ton harder than Quinn does right now, and Quinn will call out, "I'll fucking heal him, you guys hold these guys off." And
I'll fight him.
Lightning.
Holding guys is what I do best.
Mechanically, Hezekiah, you are prone and stunned from the obliteration of your body and your subsequent return to the land of the living.
That's fair.
We will then jump to Grob. Grob, you have a fully healthy and slobbering gorillon in front of you.
Just how I like him, as you well know, Greg.
That's why I gave him to you, buddy.
Yeah, give me the slobbering one. Oh, nice.
Four-handed slobbering one.
Oh,
have fun.
I know how to pick them. So, I'm gonna rage first of all. Let's say, "You will not take Ming from us!" And then I will attack twice with my great old axe to hit on these mofos. A 22 and a 16.
Both hit. Roll me some damage, sir.
In that case, seems I'm raging. 7. So you take minimum damage on that one, and 7 on that. So 14 and 8 is maths. 22.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Excellent.
I'm a regular Carol Vorderman.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the totality of your attacks. Oh, are you doing you're doing your ham bone, right?
I am doing my hand bone. Oh, you're right. +3 to both of those attacks. I keep forgetting that I have my hand bone.
Yep, your thick, veiny
ladies
shaft of ham bone.
You know what it's like.
Sometimes you just forget.
Sometimes you forget that you got a ham bone in your pocket waiting to be used.
I never forget.
Well, sometimes it takes a trip into the communal shower just to be reminded of the ham bone that you have.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, anywho, as that goes down, let me answer something real quick because it's hilarious and I want to do that.
Oh God, what's happening?
Because my buddy's back. who's in league with me. Okay, so we go back up to the top of the round. Grillons attack again with their nat 20 initiative order. Rorik, you are alone against them, so you get to suffer the wrath of the 8 is going to miss, 19 for 7, 16
miss,
22 for 5. There's 12, and the bite is 17 total. How are you looking?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just fine. But
good.
I do have a reaction.
You do?
I can hellish rebuke these things in the same exact voice that I tell the T-Rex, no, bad T-Rex. No, bad monkey. Down.
Very well. What is the hellish rebuke does? Is it an attack or I forget the DC 13 for...
Yeah, there we go.
Hellish rebuke is just, oh, you hit
very
me, I
quiet.
burn you.
Very good. For 11, and with your hellish rebuke...
I cast it a little higher. It was at 16, I think, right?
Yeah.
I cast it higher.
Okay, well, regardless, the Gorillon falls to your hellish rebuke. He has been rebuked hellishly. And as it falls...
bad gorilla, no.
And Rorik, it is your turn as the one in front of you drops to the ground. But let's go back and get Grobs real quick.
Hello.
Because Quinn did peel off to go peel Hezekiah off the front of the shrine, correct?
Did do some peeling, I believe.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so there's 14 on Grob. That does not hit, correct?
Looking for 15 is your number.
1 for 7, 12, and the bite. That's it, 12 damage. And Rorik, it is up to you.
Oh, would Rorik want to heal himself, or would he go smite?
But you're perfect, right? I mean, you're self-proclaimed in a perfect position, so you should be fine. Go fight.
Okay, I always implicitly trust all dungeon masters.
Yeah.
Excellent.
10, God damn it. 17.
17 hits.
15, and I used both my second level spells, but I can still smite a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Little smiting. For a total of 23.
Nice. This one is looking rough at this point.
Grob, you better kill this thing.
Okay, Rorik, you are done. Okay. Alazar, you are up, sir. Oh my God, Mike, you rolling again.
One's dead.
It was a positive roll this time.
The one in the front is dead, and the one in the back is looking like it's on its last legs. And you are 30 feet off, but you are obviously within 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they may have it.
In your expert, feeble, addered brain, yeah, you're pretty sure the thing's going to die pretty quick.
Right, cool. I'm just going to be like, right. And I just like kind of stop and look back and then just enjoy the last moments of this thing's life. I don't really have anything else to... I help, but I don't want to wait. So.
You start forming a poem in your head as the Gorillon is about to cease to exist. Quinn, sir, what would you like to do?
I rush over to check over Hezekiah. I imagine he looks like hammered shit. And is it right? He's actually been punched back into the sort of the shrine area.
Hammered shit.
He does, in fact, look almost exactly like vulture feather covered hammered shit. And he is splattered against the front, and you can actually see what used to be parts of him splattered against, but because of the trickery that is the mystic arts of healing, some of him has not gone back in like an IKEA project that has a couple parts left over.
There's always a few extra screws. They give them those there just in case.
There's always...
As IKEA.
Okay,
right.
So he so like he comes over, sees like the Jackson Pollock painting that was once Hezekiah, and sort of looks behind him like everyone's still mixed in the fight, so we like bad shit going on, yeah?
Oh yeah, everybody seems to be, with the exception of Alazar, who is composing an epic poem to the life and times of the gorilla.
Lining up the frame shots, like
right, right.
All right. Wonderful. If I was to write one, so
Grob, to the left. You're out of frame.
Right.
Yeah. So he walks over to Hezekiah, like puts a hand on him, and says, "You fought bravely, and you've done well to make it this far." And then I smash him in the face with my overgrown arm that's covered in vines and bark, and I knock this guy the fuck out.
Make an attack roll for me. With advantage because he's prone.
Thank you very much. He's also stunned. This is bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I don't yeah, I do.
Armor of the Enclave. Yeah, you kill him. You knock him under.
Yeah. So I just smash him in the face and I immediately begin to go through his clothing.
Okay. Let's see. Roll a perception check for me just to see how quickly you find what you're looking for.
Okay. 20.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Cool.
Everybody else,
A resplendent
Rorik,
offering.
Alazar, and Grob, roll me perception checks at disadvantage, please.
And thank Logan F, who donates £20 to give everybody a wild magic surge. In fact, it's 4 of us.
Tremendous. Best episode.
Is he going through? He's going through my person.
Yeah.
He is.
Can I roll sleight of hand to see how well it's hidden on my person?
No, because he's being guided.
Damn you. Damn you.
Okay, Strider, as you peel off of, since this is all happening within a 6-second span, as you peel off of the gorillon that dropped and move over and start attacking, out of the corner of your eye, you see just the ending of Quinn kind of looking like, fluffing up Hezekiah's robes. You're not sure his clothing. You're not sure exactly what he's doing, but Hezekiah looks dead.
Quinn, is going to grab hold of his clothes, scruff him up, and just with his one arm, which is immensely strong, he's just going to start sort of dragging him clear of the temple.
Okay. So that's your movement and your action, correct, sir?
It is indeed.
Great. Hezekiah, make a death saving throw for me as it is your turn.
One success.
No.
Well,
no.
That would be a success, but this is the Tomb of Annihilation. And we are on meat grinder rules, which means a DC of 15 is required to succeed on a death saving throw. So while normally you would be able to kind of pull away from the divine gate, you find yourself flying towards it.
Damn it.
Okay, Hezekiah, that's your round. Grob, you still have a weakened but alive gorillon in front of you.
All right. Quickly to run through these wild magic surges from Logan. Rurik got, if cut open, caster is found to contain 1d1000 feet of intestine, which could be not a lot. It could be 2 feet of intestine, in which case there's not really a lot of intestine going on there. Or it could be fucking loads. Quinn, target obsessively cleans and polishes any magical items that he owns. So Quinn's
Who's that?
That's Quinn. He's super clean freak. Alazar,
Quinn,
perfect.
What'd you take off my body, Quinn?
Time to polish that up. Alazar is 40% likely to attack any priest who approaches him. I'm watching you. And then Grob secretes 10 gallons of foul brine over the next 1d8 turns.
So that's just normal Grob
That's
stuff.
just normal. For the next 2 turns, I just secrete fucking... That is quick.
12 seconds.
12 seconds, I secrete 10 gallons of brine.
Yeah, so you are struck. The curse of Wongo for you is much like the curse of Montezuma, as Grob gets explosive dysentery. You're not sure exactly why, you're not sure exactly how, but the dysentery has struck. And I'm going to need you to make a con save to see if you can fight through it to attack this gorilla in front of you.
Also, we'll get a natural 20 from Lauren as well. A natural 20 for Josh, Will, and Strider. Thank you, Lauren. All right, you want me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, let's see if you can.
Ooh-wee. Okay, con saving throw is a +2. Nope.
Oh, I am sorry, but the power of the Wongo Revenge has dropped you to your slick brine and emptied bowels that have covered your hamstrings as you slip and fall before the gorillon. Much like Hezekiah against the might of the trickster gods, I'm afraid that you are stunned by the painful ejection of shit and the fact that you are painfully ejecting shit. So I would also like Rorik to roll the 1D1000 for me, please.
Struck mute by the concept of, I have not eaten this much food. Where is this coming
Where is
from?
this 10 gallons of brine that I've suddenly eaten come from? I knew this one would come back to bite me in the butt.
Fine.
428 feet.
Wow.
Okay. So
if I'm cut open.
If you're cut open, what's your current hit points?
I don't know if that counts as cut open. 14.
Well, let's decide whether it does.
I feel like the decision has already been made.
I mean, it's sort of writing itself at this point. You feel what appears to be a bulge underneath the lower abdomen region of your chest plate.
Oh, you have a hernia.
Yeah. So you're not really, it almost feels like a coconut or several coconuts that are pressing up against the inside of the breastplate. It's not uncomfortable as much as it is concerning. You think to yourself immediately, I shouldn't cough.
Can that be the tagline for this whole show? It's not uncomfortable as much as it is concerning.
In fact, roll now. When you think about it, about coughing, you didn't want to cough before, but now all you can think about is coughing. So
now
roll a Constitution.
That's what you want to do.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. 18. You're able to not cough or gag at the sight of the half-orc blowing brine out of his bowels.
Come on, Grob, help me fight.
I think I'm giving birth. My water's broken.
Okay.
It might be the bees.
It's that white worm thing that always tries to grab your shit when you eat.
I get halfway through dragging Hezekiah out of the temple and I'm like, nope, I'm just dragging back in. Like, fuck this. Fuck you guys.
For the record, Josh, when you asked what you had missed in 2 weeks.
Here you go. You're caught up.
This is the recap session.
Okay, so that is Grob's turn as he is smashed to the ground and effectively stunned, which is not a good thing to be at the top of the round, even with a wounded gorillon, as it is going to attack with advantage because he is prone and stunned at his feet.
Oh, no.
20 for 6 slashing.
Okay, take 3.
12, that's going to miss anyway. 6 slashing, so that's 12 slashing so far.
3.
19, and the bite is a miss.
Okay. Yep, I take half the damage from both of those as I'm raging, but...
You're definitely raging in more ways than one. Rorik, you are concerned, but still upright, and you are facing a gorillon as your half-orc companion doesn't look like he's currently capable of completing this fight.
Rorik's bravado drops, and he's just going to take this super serious for once. And silently, he just hopefully eviscerates this thing. 26.
That definitely hits.
16 damage.
You behead and upper hand and arms, the top set of the gorillon's arms. Whoosh, it drops dead.
Serious face.
Like a Jedi battle.
Yep. He had the high ground.
Star Wars. Yep.
The sword is not put away. The sword is pointed over at Dirtman. Dirtman, what? That thing has a name, and it's hurt. Fix him up. Heal him. Quickly.
Quinn nods. He
That's a name.
goes to heal. He's gonna wait just long enough for Mike to have to make another death saving throw before I heal. I like roll my sleeves up. I just take that little extra time.
Crack your knuckles, right?
Crack my knuckles. Everyone stand back.
Because we're making initiative or making death saving throws still, we're still in initiative order. So, Alizar, you are 30 feet away, and the poem has been, at least a stanza or two, has been constructed in your mind, and you have the ability to act however you see fit.
Ah, right. So I hold my action. I hold my action until this thing attacks me.
So everything's dead.
Right.
But we're,
like I said.
Okay.
So whatever attacks me.
You're looking for any attack to hold an action. Okay. We're going to go ahead and just let that one slide. Quinn, it is your turn.
Quinn is going to hold his action just after Hezekiah's, and then he's going to try and heal his friend. But he is going to take the time to sort of... He will take the time. Actually, he turns around and he dispels the storm above him and looks around to the paladin and just sort of like gives him sort of like a slight shrug as sort of like a, well, if I don't do that, I might accidentally electrify him instead of heal him.
As you do.
Yeah. It's a legitimate medical problem.
Right. You don't want to inconvenience anyone with an errant electrical blast. So the storm dissipates. Quinn, your held action is then to heal after the death saving throw that Hezekiah is going to make right now. I would tell you not to roll in that one.
I raise you one, motherfucker.
Holy shit. Why, gods?
Okay.
Come on, he's bleeding out. He's dying.
He was so close.
Yeah, he is super close to death.
Oh my god. Never mind.
Okay, I am going to try and stabilize him.
Are you going to heal him, or is this a medicine check?
Try and stabilize him with medicine.
Okay.
And I am actually going to try, but he's now at the point where I might fail, which would be terrible. But I need to look convincing in this.
Okay, so you are going in full Hawkeye Pierce. You got the storm is gone. The sleeves are up. You are in it to win it. You are wrist deep in the innards of Hezekiah Crowsbane as you are.
Someone comes over and like dabs my forehead and everything.
You are right. Elbow deep in that.
It's Hezekiah's ghost hand.
I look up to the paladin. I'm just like, this man has so few intestine.
What's wrong with this guy? He's barely got any.
He's missing at least 320 feet of intestine.
If only we had several hundred feet available.
We need some rope.
Okay, so roll a medicine check for me then.
I rolled an 11.
Perfect.
Oh, that ain't gonna do it.
And Quinn just looks up, like realizing that this guy is starting to pass, and he just says, "There are consequences for bringing someone back in a place like this."
Roll a persuasion. I'll leave it up to you. Persuasion or performance? Or deception or performance, excuse me.
They are all -1.
You're playing 4D host, my friend. Welcome in. Mike is currently dying. And that's all you need to know, really. We're trying to kill Mike.
Did it roll?
Nope.
A 4.
Oh.
Absolutely nailed it.
Okay, nobody is buying this.
Nobody feels good
Like
about
I
this.
100% actually did all the stuff to try and save him. Maybe I delayed a little bit, but yeah, no, like my ominous
delayed?
Just
Well, no, this is specifically on the when you turned around and said that bringing someone back in a place like this is, no one is going to be buying that. We are still in initiative order as Grob. You are up, buddy.
Oh, I finished shooting out my brine, which, if you're just joining, is about as weird as it sounds.
You never rolled your 2d8.
Pour out a gallon of milk, but do that for 12 seconds.
Yes. Thank you so much to Scraticus and Arvanillaron for the hosts. Thank you, guys. So this is Gorillin is still in front of me, correct? Still alive?
No,
oh, he died.
Everyone's
Rourke
died. Rourke got it. Rourke's taking
Everyone's
both out.
died. Excellent.
We're still in initiative order because we have a death saving throw sequence going on right now.
Okay, so I will run out.
Which I was confused about.
Right. Okay, so I'll run out of the temple because it's still falling in all around us, right? So I'll run out to where Hezekiah is. And and then I'll leave it up to the healers to see what they can do.
like Quinn like covered in blood, like is genuinely look like he's given it his all trying to heal this guy.
Grub is thinking back to the time where he was granted a vision, and he kind of watches Hezekiah.
Right.
He kind of opens right now, right? You're like trying to do stuff like cut. What operation surgery were you doing?
Well, like his condition is like he's
heart transplant.
I'm like looking at the gorilla and I'm like, get me some organs. It's all compatible. It's fine.
I know is the gorilla's innards, and we need to put those in here.
Just take his head, put it on the gorilla, it'll be fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we get to the top of the round, I will tell you what is currently going on. We have a Hezekiah who is 2 death saving throws deep into death. And we have a druid who has been really trying to bring him back. Grob, you are standing over him. Alizar, you're still 30 feet away from this. You guys are all outside of the temple. Both gorillons are dead. We are still in initiative order to make sure that we see how this is going to play out within the 6-second allotted time frame. Rorik, it's the top of the round. The gorillons are dead. You are up.
Yeah, I will note that I was wrong to give Ming a nat 20. It should have been Grob, Josh, and Rurik. So I've removed the natural 20 from Mike's place just to tease him, and handed it back to its rightful owner, Josh.
Thank you, Mike, for seeing that.
Chat, if anybody has any love for Hezekiah, you've basically got about a minute. So
Rurik's gonna walk over and he's gonna
that one over his face.
You can tell Rurik's not a super charismatic guy, but you can tell when his persona's dropped and he has super serious face now. Friendly as he can with the flat side of the sword, he's kind of pushing dirt in and out of the way. Grob, go wash up. You smell terrible.
Okay.
He's gonna kneel down and slap his hands on Hezekiah and push 12 hit points into him and see if that helps.
Okay, as 12 large slides into Hezekiah, the life returns to him as this injection invigorates him with the stuff of life and legends as Hezekiah comes back.
You ride me. Oh, what happened? I had a dream that I was a horse.
You were a horse, and then you got struck with a meteor, and then something bad happened.
Who has covered me in
this?
Have I been tarred and feathered? This is disgusting. Grubicus, you smell.
This might be a very good time to talk about converting. Talking about finding a holy god and not a heathen god. Because this is what happens. This is what happens if you don't worship someone like Erroneous.
Oh. I'm struck down with a meteor? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh.
That's because you are a sinner.
That's fair. Yes.
Rurik takes his sword and puts it back in his sheath, and
Wait, did you strike me in the head? And he points to Dirtman.
Quinn nods. You were in a massive amount of pain, and I don't have any herbs or anything that would.
I give him a suspicious look.
You're a dirt wizard. I've seen you.
I spend my nat 20 to bullshit that.
Okay.
Shamelessly.
Well done, and that, Greg, you are muted, but I'm sure what you're saying is awesome.
Oh, I'm muted? You guys can hear me?
Now. You're good now.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus, this thing. Okay, so what I want everybody that disbelieves or would like to can roll an insight check against this nat 20, knowing that the only thing that would cause a push roll would be a corresponding nat 20.
Nope.
A what roll?
Insight.
Any money at Alazar nat 20s. This is for no reason.
What?
God.
Oh my God.
It's a 16 on the die.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Rather close.
Very close. Okay, so you guys, despite what you as players may think, the characters of Hezekiah, Grob, Rorik, and Alazar believe that Dirtman is in fact trying to do, or he was trying to ease his pain during this terrible process of being struck by a meteor, which, it was a kind of a unique circumstance.
Let him ease his passing.
Intentions don't matter. What matters is action.
Why was it? Are we going to address that meteor which came down really specifically and hit Hezekiah?
Why?
Well, I already did. It's because he's a heathen and he pissed off the gods. Are you going to address the shit in your pants?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it there for a little bit if I'm honest.
No, I'm not.
No, I am not. I say like a stroppy 6-year-old girl. No, I didn't want to address that. I am the dungeon master. Now, okay, well, let's move on from the meteor. We got the cube then, don't we? We still got that? We got that. Okay.
I would do well to point out that I am still in a great deal of pain.
Maybe we should take a little rest first of all.
Right, yes.
Little sit down, heal up, little, change of pants, that kind of thing.
Well, I want to let everyone know that I was over there watching this scrum over here, and you all did wonderful. I want to say you did a great job. You here with your technique, and I point to Rorik. That was wonderful. The way you had you kind of fought with vigor and purpose. I'm unsure what you were doing, and I point to Hezekiah. There's something there. It was like a tango with the hobgoblin. I don't know what was happening there. And I want to say it was quite humorous looking at you trying to do anything medicine. I did have this, though, and I kind of pull out the potion of healing. This could have been... We could have used this. That probably could have helped at one point. Anyway, I'm glad everyone's here, and I'm glad we're all better.
I got the cube.
Literally bleeding to death on the floor. He's just like,
All right. Well, let's take a little break then. Hezekiah, I'll watch the sky, see if there's any meteors coming on by.
Please, if you could, that would be outstanding.
I mean, I feel like you probably earned that one.
Yes, Dirtman, show your true intentions to the party. Find us a good campsite and help us set up.
Yes, Squirrel.
Yes, you guys can take a short rest and feel free to use hit dice.
Okay.
I would basically just find somewhere where we can get rested up.
All right.
I'm Gucci, fam.
And I will keep watch whilst everyone else rests, because I'm good. No, I don't need to spend any hit die.
I'm good, I'm great.
Hezekiah looks slightly younger, having come back from the dead. As the mention of a potion, he just pulls one out and says, I don't know what this is, and drinks it, and he reduces his years by 11. He is now 11 years younger as a half-elf.
How old was he?
I don't know.
I think when you turned into that zebra, that you did something wonders for your skin. To be honest,
oh, I do know. He's 27.
So now he's
now I am 16. I am a young, spry elven boy.
Sweet 16.
Good.
So when Greg does kill you, he won't be killing an adult. He'll be killing.
Listen, guys, I'm 16 going on 17. Someone's got to take care of me.
Yeah, but I'm 17 in 2 months.
Dude, emo Grob was enough angsty teen for me, man.
Now you have actual teen rogue. Now you actually have an angsty.
Guys, he's
Much
17.
like Teen Vogue.
He's 16 and a half, okay?
16 and a half, yeah. It's legal in some parts of Europe. To drink. To drink. Out here in Jolt,
right.
Out here in Jolt, the drinking age is I don't know, what is drinking age around here?
5.
I can drink here. Okay. Well, we won't be taking you into any bars in Forgotten Realms anytime soon, Hezekiah.
I am a half-elf. It's fine. No one knows the difference.
Why do you... Okay. I don't know why you look so young, but never mind. They'll all die the same.
Everything's fine.
Yep.
That is the youth and rejuvenation of accepting Heronius into his heart.
I don't think he's done that, but okay.
Hold on. What did you say there?
What?
I forced the Heronius into his heart, so now he is beautiful.
It hurt. It's disgusting.
Priests. Why don't you back the fuck up, all right? Don't come at me with that talk, all right? We will all think the way we want to think, okay?
Are you talking to me?
All right, you get out.
Alice, I think we need to...
About your hit dice.
Oh, this is... I forgot.
Hey, we're going to be talking about whatever we want to talk about because we're the ones that actually do things.
You don't need to thrust your beliefs on me, okay, my friend?
I didn't. You were standing over there by yourself, not believing anything.
And now I'm over here, and all you're doing is pushing your beliefs on me, okay? All right?
I'm sensing a lot of hostility here. Do you want to talk?
Well, you came right. Everything's fine with me. What are you talking? Why are you yelling?
Alice, we talked about your blood pressure.
You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. You know what I think it was? I think it's the sodium that was in that cocoon. I think it was on my finger.
I think it's probably been absorbed into your bloodstream.
The blood pressure, the cholesterol. I'm sorry. I need to breathe. I need to take 7 hit dice of rests over here and try to think about my life. Fucking means.
That's intense.
Wizard, man. If it means anything, I trust you as well. You're also my friend. Here, I won't even ask Heronius. You can look at this coconut in my chest. What's this?
What?
Are
we doing? What's happening here?
Are you pulling off the breastplate, like unstrapping the breastplate to?
Yeah.
I don't want to see your breasts. That's what the plate is there for.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Leaves on you. You can look at my weird bulge.
Look at my weird bulge.
Check out my bulge very close to my.
Is that not how you make friends? Is that not?
That's pretty sure.
Well, all right. It seems as if we're okay fine.
This we
harkens back to the days at Wizard College.
I guess that's what they say. Peaky Vulture and all that. I guess.
To be fair, I mean everyone
Vulture
experiments.
Peaky, is it Vulture Peaky blinders?
Everyone experiments in Wizard College. It's fun.
Right. Back to the Bocob dormitory.
Don't mind if I have a little Vulture Peaky myself.
Okay, Rorik, you've taken hit dice, correct?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay. So as you've taken hit dice and you reveal your bulge to Alizar, what you see is just beneath the surface of Rorik's skin, there appears to be a mass of some kind, roughly the size of a bisected coconut that just seems to be just a bit below the surface of the skin. Your guess is that it's definitely muscle, then whatever this is, then the skin.
Just picture if we were to make an incision, it would just be like a can of worm.
Looks roughly the size of a bisected coconut in here.
So,
It's oddly specific.
It's oddly specific.
That is the unit of measurement in this land, bisected coconut.
Yes.
everything is in different degrees of cuts of a coconut. So it seems here that you have, does this hurt? And I'd like poke it.
It doesn't hurt as much as it feels concerning.
It's got the worms, I think.
It's a little too squishy. It makes me want to vomit or maybe shit.
Have you been eating a lot recently, Rurik? More so than usual, because you might have the worms. Because I had a dog once, and he had the worms.
Have you consumed vast quantities of brine? And if so,
Yeah, have you had any of my brine? Because I tell you, that stuff wasn't so good. Now I've been holding that shit away for weeks, and
Yes, I recommend you do not eat anything that Grubicus produces from his body.
I certainly
that's what my
wouldn't.
doctor said. Yeah, that's what my doctor said after the last event.
Yeah, he said no more of that. We put an end to that.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
bit of
Grob's
column A,
flipping through the
bit column B.
Grob's flipping through the cleric MD section of Volo's Guide to Monsters just to see if there's anything in there that'll.
Put that shit away. You put that shit away. There's nothing in there.
You're just writing in here, Elizar, from Volo, Vemp.
I rolled an 11 for my medicine just to try to identify this. I don't know if my character would, but that's up to you, I guess.
This is, you haven't seen anything like this since Wizard College, and
Right. Exactly. Back in the Bocop court.
this
That kind of bulge.
right, you haven't seen a bulge of this magnitude since Wizard College, but no, you identified enough to realize that this is probably something that should have remained on the inside of Rorik, but is now threatening to experience the Cholton air. He seems fine though, just uncomfortable and concerned.
Might be one of those face eaters. Have you eaten anything that's alive? Like, I don't know, it looks about the size of a squirrel. So is like Quinn's maybe friend you've eaten is trying to come out again?
That is the smartest thing I've ever heard. This is why you're the dungeon master.
Yes.
You can solve these kind of puzzles.
Yeah, Grub like swells with pride and puts glasses back down. Yep.
Had any eggs recently?
I think we just solved another case, Doctor. So what are we doing here again?
Well, what's the prescription? How do I get rid of this?
Well, we could make a small incision and we could see what it is. I mean, it's up to you. It's your body.
We could have a poke around, I guess. I could stick a finger in.
Not you until you wash your hands, Grub.
I'll give you a wet willy in there.
You understand that if there was some exceptional healing magic done to this already healed area, you may be able to work it down over a several day period, almost like a treatment plan.
Could I also?
Well, I'll just work. I'll just work on that on my own then.
I'll work down the bulge.
I will just sap my
Maybe
healing pool.
maybe like a
to work
cold
down the
shower
bulge.
might help or something.
Well, no, mechanically, the way this would work is it's like you've had a severed limb or something like that, and then you've gone ahead and had the healing without the regeneration. So much like, I don't know, a foot going in lava, this is a super coconut hernia that would require you to like dump, we'll say, make a medicine roll and dump some healing points into it every day to kind of push it down and knead it back where it needs to go.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Could we forego that and I just give him the potion?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to do that.
I've got this. You've got some Rennie or something. It's just like you should.
I've got this here. If you want to use this is
Wizard, you would give this to me.
Imodium.
I would give this to you. Yes. What is that? Am I not supposed to?
No, certainly. This is just a great deal of kindness, more so than I've seen since I've come to this land, from any of you.
Right. Well, I don't want. I mean, well, to be quite honest, if you weren't here, we'd all be dead. So here, why don't you have this? And you go ahead and chug a lug, bottoms up. I don't really need that thing.
Right, you would be dead without me. I have a question for you, Wizard.
I have an answer for you.
Am I smart? Have I been to Wizard College? Could I grasp magic?
Why don't you drink that? Go ahead. Hurry. Time's up.
The answer is certainly no, correct? Don't worry, I know who I am. But somehow I'm alive, and somehow I'm healing all of you anyway, even though I've never been to Wizard College. Erroneous. Think about it. Your power mixed with his. Think of the things you could do. Mull it over.
Some kind of like post-grad
I'm gonna
smell a wedding
degree or something, because he went to college and the Ronies didn't.
I'm gonna drink the potion and
I was looking at
my guts.
Probably in the contents of that bottle. Are you going to drink that?
Yes, certainly.
I think he's got a classic case of the 428 feet coconut intestine madness all about him. So
nailed it.
It's a classic. Classic. I've heard.
You know, if I had a gold piece, yeah.
Don't touch him. I heard it.
What would you do if you had it?
If he had a gold piece, I'd have 100 copper.
If he had it, you don't.
Right.
It's true.
What you need to do is you need to not touch him because it's transferable, this disease. I heard it generally crops up because of palms. You know, transfer through palm trees, coconuts.
Nope.
Okay.
Spurious at best, I'd say, Quinn.
As you drink the potion, Rorik, and you knead your bulge and you work it and you really put some time and effort into, you're softening the bulge, and as it finally softens to the point of retraction, you feel a lot better. You don't feel quite as concerned or uncomfortable.
And it goes back inside itself. That's
what you know.
That's true retraction.
It's a phantom pain, though. You know, you're constantly grabbing at it.
It is the Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Your drink worked, friend, and also I think Dirtman still has a squirrel brain.
Okay. After this, one of our numerous interludes in this campaign, I will remind you that you have 2 more shrines to visit. The first of which is Opa-Locka Shrine.
Okay, let's go to Opa-Locka's. Opa-Locka, let's go.
Is that the place where they make the tortillas and they put the stuff in them?
I think so. I was going to say it sounded like a Greek restaurant. Thank you to Even Odds for subscribing on Twitch Prime. Thank you, my friend, gentleman, and a scholar.
I love their hummus at Opa-Locka's.
Oh yeah, Opa-Locka's got the best hummus.
That's great stuff.
I didn't really think I was into like chickpeas, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Side note, I eat a shit ton of hummus.
Me too. Great. Good stuff.
That might explain the brine problem that you've had, but...
well, yeah.
What do we see approaching the new shrine?
Okay, let's try this one more time.
Yeah, God, Greg, yeah. Get us the story.
You sons of bitches.
Snap.
Check on Roll20 and see if it's popped up for you guys yet.
No.
It should be black except for a couple spaces that will have appeared.
No poppage for me, unfortunately.
And I'm going to reload and see if it does anything.
It's unreal.
They're the same, but... You try again, put me as a GM and see if there's a setting I can fuck with. But I don't know if it'll let you.
I guess it's just not. Well, you know, hey, there goes all that preparation and stuff. Cool.
Yep.
Super glad that I spent that time. Thank you, Roll20.
You're muted, Mike, but it's okay.
I was saying insightful things. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys walk into the next one, someone's probably going to have to take a bit of a map on this. Let me see if I can give you guys this.
You sure you don't want to give me do one of Will's world famous cartography?
Oh my God! Believe me, man, I don't even think that's option is available to me at this point. How do I make you a GM again, man?
If you go out of the game itself and you go back to like, the campaign page, if you hover over my name, it should have a promote to GM button.
Right, that's what I've been doing, but it hasn't been working. Just give me 1 second, everybody. So everybody just talk among yourselves.
Yeah.
Talk among you.
Well, along the way as we go in here, it seems like a good enough time to talk about what's we going to do once we get all of these cubes together.
Are we going to race and see who could solve them the fastest?
I've heard that if you align them in sort of a circle and touch their tips together, something should happen.
Okay.
Is that something from Wizard College again?
Exactly.
I didn't go to Wizard College. I am not a wizard.
Becky the Logan donates £10
Obviously.
for not shining up the magical items, and for the palm pun, there will be magic surges for you. Who knows if the trickster gods will like it or not, but Quinn gets 2 more magic surges as he does his next social interaction with people, which is this point here. So, Quinn, roll those 2
I hope one's a
d10s.
meteor.
Oh boy, yeah.
Do you guys
so
think I'm
salty? So unnecessary.
Let me know what you get there. Seems like someone's got it wrong.
I've got 7,145.
140.
5,981.
So the first one, target's fists retract into his forearms when not in use. That is real retraction right there.
Don't you have like a tree arm already?
I have a tree arm, so like basically it's just like a log, and then like the hand spews out of it like vines. But my other hand, no, I have no explanation for that. Like, I can justify this shit. This shit is weird.
Do you want me to give you a pamphlet? Like the holy gods will watch over you. Make sure this shit doesn't happen.
And in 5,981.
That one is so good, especially because of Strider. Because of Rurik, it's so much better.
Target is buried up to his knees in shiny new gold coins.
Which immediately becomes a mountain of copper coins. You are buried under a veritable ton of copper.
Oh my god.
Greg, can I take this one?
Alright, I am a GM now, so I'll stop messing around.
Yeah, I had to go on my laptop to do it. Obviously, there's something going on with my PC, so.
Okay, no worries. Go ahead, Glenn. I'll try
problemo.
find the setting here.
Yeah, it should be the second map or the second page over from the or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you guys had a burst of coins hit, and then what was the other one?
His arms retract.
My hands are retractable now when I don't need them.
They go back into his tree branch.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll make it with the one arm. It just kind of pulls back into the forearm, and it looks very branch-like, and you feel like you always have to kind of teapot it, you know.
That's what happens when you steal.
Yeah, kids.
Right.
All right. So you should have light now. It's revealed all of it. Greg, if you want to let me know which one you want to not reveal.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Opa-Locka's one, right?
Opa-Locka, yeah.
Opa-Locka. So we want to hide, reset the fog, yes. Reveal areas, and then probably like this entrance down here, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Turn on fog of war, like this. So if you went down to right down the bottom right-hand side, you should be able to see Opa-Locka's.
Yeah, it's working for me.
I can see shit.
Yeah, now I can see it.
Oh, thank you, brother. Yep, it's obviously something with my PC is just not reading anything right now.
Yeah, sometimes dynamic lighting is a pain. Okay.
Okay, so
I'll show the stream list as well.
I'm gonna save the gold coins for, I don't know, a moment that I like a whole bunch. So, for Opa-Locka, as you guys make your way across the shattered city of Omu, and you're pulling up in front of Opa-Locka Shrine, led there by Rurik, who is hearing this voice in his head that, of course, I'm sure he mistakes as erroneous, but the voice is very deep and very gruff and very growly. And it leads you to this point. And as you guys are walking towards this shrine, similar in construction to the others, but you see a pair of needle-like columns mark the entrance to a walled ruin. Banyan roots, the deep, thick, 2-3 foot roots kind of cover the outside of this temple. The stone doors that seal the entrance are carved with images of snarling bears with long, sharp claws. And as you walk closely, Rurik, in your head, you hear, Opa-Locka teaches us to tread warily and stay in the light.
This is Rurik?
It's Rurik, yeah.
So, you remember all that religious spouting off I was doing? Anybody?
When be more specific.
All of it.
Right.
I remember it happening, and I remember there being noises, but I don't remember all of it.
I remember deep red and just anger.
Right, yes.
Yes, that is how I feel all the time. Anyway, this is not religious spouting. This is puzzle solving. We need to stay in the light. Yes, certainly. It has been
Praise the light.
It has been told to me from upon high.
It sounds like a trap. It sounds like you're going to want us to go into the...
Yes, that's what it said. It said, watch out for... Tread warily. I'm assuming there's traps and bullshit.
No. I'm saying what you're telling me is a trap. Like you're saying this is not religious blabbering, but we're going to fall into it, and then you're just going to be like, by the way, erroneous. And then we're like, oh, shit, you got us. And erroneous. It's a trap.
Just like walk into a room you can't exit and then just hear the voice saying, have you heard the good news? No!
Right.
Now, this isn't a timeshare thing, okay?
Yeah. Right, so we stay in the light. Why?
Stay in the light, tread warily, or else we will all die.
Who said that?
I might have added that last part in, but be careful. That's my whole point.
You guys are currently outside. You're
Zebra
staring
Man.
at...
What's your elf I see?
Zebra Man.
He was a squirrel. You're talking to the squirrel, man. Dudman.
No, you.
I believe he's talking to you, Brent. You.
Find Meteor Boy.
That one I understand. I was struck by a meteor. I don't know why you're calling me a zebra.
Oh yeah,
it's a dream that I had.
Mike has a wild magic surge as well.
I do have a wild magic surge. I rolled it 70-49.
And while you're getting the definition of that one, because chat is brilliant, I'd like you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Hezekiah?
7,049. Target's cloves double in weight in each of the next 1d8 rounds.
5 rounds.
5 rounds. Your cloves will double in weight. It could be heavy, dude.
Does that include armor?
I hope so. Armor is clothing.
20 grand.
Okay, with the 20, you're able to stop yourself, but you feel as if your voice isn't as confident or as strong as it used to be. It feels as if at any point it could crack.
Okay, fine, Meteor Lad. Tell me what you see looking at this place. I'm sure there's traps and bullshittery.
I would assume we have...
and you're the master of bullshittery, so take a
Oh,
look at it.
that is correct. Yes. Okay. Hold on, stay here.
And he steps forward and he's going to look around at this.
Tread warily.
Stay in the light. Something erroneous said it. Anyway,
and he walks in. He walks up to like the door and he's going to take a look around.
Okay, so he walks up to the door and examines the exterior of the door.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you get there?
A 15.
You don't see anything, and it does not appear to be locked.
I think I have this one.
And he pushes the door open.
As you push it, it squeaks very loudly, as if it's probably moving on hinges that have not been oiled or maintained. And in this humidity and dampness, it has caused an incredible as it opens. But it's open.
Sorry. Everything knows we're here now. I apologize.
Are you
but I don't see any traps.
Are you apologizing to the door?
Mostly you. Not you specifically, but everyone. It was rather loud.
That was very loud door.
That's what I said, yes.
Right.
Okay.
What's on the inside of the door? Like, what's this?
It's a room, Roderick. It's what is inside of any door.
I was asking Greg, Mr. Teenager.
Whatever.
God.
Whatever.
Right. Okay, Hezekiah, what you see, the walls of this dark corridor are covered with painted reliefs showing Omuan people hunting, harvesting fruit, planting crops, crafting, weapons, feasting, fighting, weaving, and skinning animals. 8 empty torch brackets protrude from the walls under each relief.
It is dark in here, and there are people painting. No, wait, there are paintings of people on the walls, and there are torches, holes for torches.
Is there light? Is there light to stay in?
No, I started with it was dark.
There's no light.
No, you don't even listen to me when I talk. God.
Well, there should be light. That's how we'll fix this. I'm the dungeon master now.
No,
wait a minute. No, you're not. I'm sure.
Excuse me.
Voices are telling me.
Listen, Mr. Grobicus was the dungeon master.
I should think so.
Fine, Grob, light the hallway.
Do we have torch? Wait, I can do this. Do we have torches?
I'll get a torch. Here you go. I'm the dungeon master. I will give you the torch. It was in my inventory.
Oh, thank you.
And he lights the torch and uses his mage hand to go put one in the first sconce.
Inventory is a big word. Good job, Grob.
Thank you. Thank you.
You place it into the sconce that is showing the Omuan people hunting, and you now have a torch in the sconce on the one that is hunting.
Nailed it. Super descriptive, Greg. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
I will produce from somewhere 8 more torches or 7 more torches. I assume we all have them, and begin lighting them and then transporting them.
We use fingers.
Sure. You currently now have 8 torches under each of the reliefs that are depicting hunting, harvesting fruit, planting crops, crafting weapons, feasting, fighting, weaving, and skinning animals. They are all burning with a pleasant light.
Dodge.
Now,
is there anything?
Mr. Rorik, if you would go inside, it is light now.
Yep, it's light in there thanks to your dungeon master.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna walk into like the end of the hallway and see. Is there any more doors? Is there anything else?
Yeah.
here?
Can you guys see what I see? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I see?
right.
So
Yeah.
many
We need to wait.
songs.
Let's stay on that note for a moment, Mike.
What?
I heard that tune just being sung out from the heart right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I want some more.
I'm a prepubescent or a post-pubescent teenager. I sometimes just randomly break out in song. That's what happens. You just have emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm full of them. As full of emotions as you were with Brian.
You could tell
Roll for an errant erection. No, I'm joking. Okay.
This is the strangest boner I've ever received.
There's only men here.
It hit right before the classroom bell rang.
Saved by the bell.
Those are the worst. I have to walk through the hallways with this.
Tuck it into my waistband. Pretend I have a stomach cramp.
What is,
okay.
What is happening?
I wear my bag on the front all the time.
You know what the saddest thing about this is? This series is the most watched YouTube series on the channel at the moment.
This is why. It's just bro talk. It's just sometimes we play D&D.
Everyone's like, wow, this content is so relatable, man. Yeah. This is why I come
I've
here.
had a weird boner too.
Me too. This is great tips for me next time I'm in.
Welcome in. Right.
Oh, young men of the world, come in.
Today we are discussing ham bones.
It's not painful as much as it is uncomfortable.
Okay, so you guys walk to the end of the hall and see
shit.
as we open up the door. If you guys can see, did you see what I revealed? I'm not sure if anything's working, but
yeah, it's working.
Okay. Whoever walks into this room first sees a glorious sun is carved on the ceiling directly above a pool of still water. The ceiling reflected in the pool, though, doesn't show a sun carving, but rather a moon carving.
How deep is the pool?
It looks like it's very super clear, and with the light that's kind of reflecting in from the other room, and this isn't completely dark in here either. You would gather probably about 10 feet.
Oh, deeper than I thought. I was thinking a couple inches.
Yep, it is like a submersible pool.
And is there any other doorways or anything?
None that you can see.
Well, Dungeon Master, this is your forte.
Yep. Okay, so we got a pool in here, and it says stay in the light. Last time I checked, you can have lights reflecting in water. Am I wrong?
No,
no, Mr. Grubicus, you're fine.
Good. Well, are doors in the hallway back here? These doors here, or are they something else?
Those are the reliefs of the hunting and fishing and fighting and gathering.
Hunting and fishing and fighting and gathering. Okay, so fish are in ponds. Am I wrong?
Not wrong.
Not
Correct.
wrong. Still going good. 2 for 2. Okay. And
wait, you can have fish in rivers too.
Good point.
Oh, shit.
Good point.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, shit.
All right. And then outside in these reliefs, we got all the pictures of the fishing and the stuff. So I say we take a closer look at the paintings because can't see anything
placement.
in the pool.
Tremendous dungeon master.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I have 2 trains of thought. This is the Temple of the Bear, so it might be animal related or bear related, things bears would do, or it might be day and night related, things you would do during the day and not during the night. So.
Excuse me, Mr. Alazar. I once read a book. There was a bear, something about a bear and stars and the moon. Do you know anything about this?
That was Good Night Moon. That was so you could fall asleep.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yes.
My
look at the
dad used to
paintings.
read me Good Night Moon.
Good night, bowl of mush. Good
you
night,
guys-
elderly woman whispering hush.
Good
Do
night.
you guys remember my dad?
I remember he was a dead man.
I
and then
remember when I was role playing your dad.
Yes, when he was less dead, he used to read that book to me.
We'll
So
discuss
for
this.
that,
I believe we should discuss this later.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at paintings.
Look at the paintings.
I'm really into art right now.
That story has tremendous art.
Right.
I'm going to look at the art. I don't think you would understand it. It speaks to me personally.
Oh, good. Now we have multiple voices in here speaking to us and telling us the answer.
No, that is not. Anyway, he's going to go out and examine all the individual photos or the individual paintings.
Sure. Roll me a investigation check.
I can do that.
Sure you can.
Nope, I can't.
No, you can't.
I don't understand art as much as I thought I did.
You have incorrectly identified the actions going on in every one of these. You've pointing to the like the weapon making and identified that as the fishing one. You're just a bit confused. The meteor has caused a bit of a concussion.
Now, listen, I know that all of these are physical activities, but physicality is not my specialty. I like to read, I like art, songs, darkness. I don't understand what's happening here.
Alazar, you look at the paintings and the reliefs. Nothing catches your eye though. They're adequately done. They're not extreme works of perfectionist art or anything, but
done right well with what looks like a very soft brush. I would say the horse's mane rather than I guess the horse's tail. You could kind of tell with the brush strokes here, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes, Alazar, I'm quite impressed. You see, if you look at the shading here, is it?
Yeah, the shadows and the lighting effects really
Yes.
tell us that the person who drew this was rather depressed at the time. Maybe
Right.
that light in the dark time.
There's a very large focus on just the animals. If you look at the features of all the people there, seems like he had a fascination with animals.
I'm seeing...
That looks more like a zebra tail to me. Trust me.
No,
I've
it
seen them up
doesn't.
close.
It doesn't.
I've
Look
seen
like
them
that.
up close, yes.
You're a liar.
You know
You're a
what?
liar.
How would Heronius think about your lies?
The brushes could be made with a zebra tail. It's not.
That's
quite-
true. I've heard that is a good brush. Unicorn as well.
I'm
I am
seeing...
an honorable paladin. I do not lie.
I'm seeing a couple of fish here, guys. You'll get a lot from this.
What was that? What was that line you heard in your head there, Rurik? What was that weird phrase that not a god told you, but you're telling us that it wasn't a god, so we believe you more because every time you try to push any of your beliefs on us, we don't really listen. So you're trying to now hide it with a different voice.
That was specific.
Yes, that was tread carefully and stay in the light.
Stay in the light.
Well, we're bathed in light now. I put wall sconces everywhere.
Yes, I see that. Thank you.
This is about sconce placement. I think we need to remove some sconces from non-correct treading about painting dues.
Hold on, Eureka moment. Tread carefully. There's water in the other room. Treading in water. Tread in the light.
Tread water. You can tread water.
Yes, you could tread water. Should we go in there and see what is going? It's a still pool. Maybe if we go inside, we could then in the pool at least. I'm going to go for a dip. Who wants to go for a dip with me?
I'm actually not great at swimming.
I'm going to keep all my clothes on, but I'll go with you.
Oh, thank God.
Also, Hezekiah, at this point, you're not real sure you should get into water because you're feeling awful weighed down. Like you're feeling that the potential for sinking could be, I don't know if maybe it's the concussion, but you feel like your clothing's heavier.
It's fine. At this stage in my life, I've felt various bouts of depression at 16. It's hard. It's a hard life. I always feel very heavy sometimes. There's too much pressure pushing down.
You may think this is the hardest part of your entire
life. Of course.
Right.
There's lots of pressure pushing down on you and pushing down on me.
Yes, yes.
And pushing down on me.
And you as well.
Doop, 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 doop.
Doop, 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 yeah. Well said.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well said.
Take off my my shoe and just like dip my old man foot in there and be like, all right, here we go.
Okay, so you take off your shoe and put your foot in. It's not cold. It's like a not necessarily a bath temperature, but it's very tolerable, pleasant.
It's like 75.
It's about 75 and sunny. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
The sun above.
Literally, yeah. Got that part. Yeah. I'm gonna. I guess go in, like just
all in. Here we go.
Whoop. Okay, so are you just kind of floating around? Are you going under? What are you doing?
I think I'm going to get in here as well. Looks kind of nice.
Like, is the moon actually on the bottom of the pool, or is it just reflected?
It's up in the sky.
It appears to be reflected, yeah.
Oh my God, like I said, water.
I'm going to pay carefully close attention to the water as they're splashing, getting in and out, that kind of stuff.
Reflections change?
Yeah, I'm going to observe.
Okay, roll perception check.
I finally perceived.
Did it.
As you're trying to watch the reflection, as they get into it, you realize it's impossible to watch a reflection when somebody gets into the water because it ripples and it disperses.
But you failed the only perception check you've ever passed.
You guys, I've determined something. Water's hard to look at.
I perceive into the darkness. Well, it's dark. You can't see anything as you are a human.
Quinn is going to get into the pool because Quinn is actually circle of the moon. So in Quinn's eye, this is like a calling, and he goes into the water and sort of, how deep is it?
It's all three of us
10 feet.
now.
It's about waist high of gold.
I suddenly Scrooge McDuck like a motherfucker.
Then die.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm going to I climb into the pool and sort of I'm gonna have a look at the bottom of the pool. Is it clear water? Like, can we see to the bottom more?
Oh yeah, you can see it's pretty crystal clear. So you're going to dive down?
Yeah, to try. I'm gonna sort of have a look at see if there's anything on the bottom of the pool that's like a wishing well or anything that's been thrown in.
Gotcha. Okay, so Quinn submerges, and Quinn, roll me a perception check.
See what you might find.
Or investigation.
There. Careful on the way up, if you know what I mean.
Getting more and more like Arcane College every moment. Everyone get in.
Everyone get in.
It's literally the circle of the moon, and your character's freaking out. Oh my God, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life.
This is the moon circle. This is my whole jam.
This is
it. This is the moment.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. Okay. With the 26, as you get down there, you notice that it's finely cut and carved stone. You search around, you don't see anything collecting on the bottom, which is kind of, you being of the natural world, realize that even if this water had been undisturbed for this period of time, it would have some type of collection on the bottom, whether it be rocks or silt or even dust, that would have set some type of sediment would have settled down here. But you get to the point where you have to return to the surface. And as you appear,
thank you, Logan,
and break the water at the top, you are in an empty room.
Yes!
And Grob and Alazar get a wild magic search.
Nice.
The circle of the moon has delivered.
What do we see? Does he just does he just touch the bottom and disappear?
I did it.
As soon as he goes under the water, you see him disappear.
So I trusted in the circle of the moon and it's delivered me from you arseholes.
You guys, I'm perceiving the water right now, and in my perceptible perceptions, I've seen that Dirtman is no longer here. And I don't mean he was dirt, so he's like gone, lost away. I mean he's gone.
Was entirely dirt. Now he's clean. He doesn't exist.
Just a man. My wild magic surge. Next time I touch a tree, I must save or turn to wood.
Hello.
Good thing you haven't know somebody that's half tree, right?
Ladies. Yeah. And the myth 0645.
Yes, sir.
He can't speak to anyone whom he's not currently touching.
Just like Wizard College.
Just like Wizard College.
The circle is complete.
Gotta be touching or it doesn't count.
I know another character that you play that like touch people.
Oh God!
And it was equally gross.
Not telling me,
it was equally gross when it happened.
What happened?
Oh, telling you.
Named after an elf. Totally not. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, our friend is gone, and then I go underwater.
Okay. We'll stay in this room so I can see who all is going to attempt to follow.
I will try and go down.
You go down easily, as if
I've done this 100 times before.
As if you've done this 100 times before.
Like Wizard College. It's
all like Wizard College.
It's all coming back to me now.
Tomb of
it's happening
Wizard
again.
College.
It's happening.
Hey, Hezekiah.
Yes.
Rourke looks down at his big armor. And he's like, swimming, not the bestie best. Can you help me?
No, I'm a terrible swimmer. I said that. That's why I'm not in water.
I'm okay with this. We lose the paladin and the rogue.
Fine.
I'm fine with this. I say we continue.
And our heels, we're good.
I'm so happy.
Okay, Rourke's just going to talk to Hezekiah about converting to Heronius.
He sits on the edge of the pool and plays with the water and sand.
Yeah.
And he ignores him. He thinks about sonnets.
Right.
Art.
Okay, so you guys are there, and I will let you know that the three gentlemen that have gone through and popped up in the new pool, what you guys see at this point is a full moon is carved on the ceiling in this room, directly above the pool, and as you climb out, the walls are decorated with reliefs of Omuan people carrying out daily chores. And as the water settles in this pool, you will realize that there is a sun in the reflection as opposed to a moon in the reflection.
No way.
Light in this room.
None that you can see. It is light from just the cracks in some of the freestanding stonework, but there isn't any generation of light in this room in particular.
Okay. Is it dark enough to cause concern, as we were told to stay in the light by someone who can't really be trusted?
Nope.
You're made of tree.
Yes.
He does have a tree limb.
Is that really hard to swim? I'm just thinking.
No, I just sort of turn it into like
it's all leaves and it's like a paddle.
Yes.
I tell you what, I would like at this point for there to be. I wish there was a version of a luck roll for D&D, but as Grob is climbing out of the water and as Quinn was the first one in the room, I would like, let's do this. I would like both Quinn and Grob to roll charisma saving throws to see if Quinn offers to help Grob out of the water and if Grob accepts.
Oh
dear.
Grob's like the only one Quinn actually doesn't mind. So Quinn absolutely would offer.
My charisma saving throw.
7.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, if you're saying that he would help, then I will leave it up to the dice, which say that before Quinn can offer, Grob kind of posts up and just pulls himself out of the pool. He is not at this point taken the offered strong wooden hand of one Quinn of Clan Cain. So you guys see what you see. There are pictures similar to the ones in the entry hall that show Omuans doing just daily chores. There is one door on the west wall.
Okay.
Right. Should we tally ho?
Think so.
Yeah.
Now that we've come up for air.
Come up for air. Come up for air. All right, I'm gonna do that. Let's.
I don't think I have my clothes. They're on the other side.
Okay, Alazar's nude.
Yep.
That's right. You did get it naked.
Oh god. Remind me why that happened again?
There was no reason.
Wizards College.
Now, Rogue, certainly, while I'm looking that way, do not look through the wizard's things. Do not look through his pockets. Don't take his robe. Don't do any of that, because I know you're sneaky. But anyway, I'm going to be looking over here, so I won't know if you do.
Okay, if you decide to ever look back this way, just give me like a cough or a caw or some noise, some discernible noise.
I don't feel safe coughing, so I will caw.
Okay, that's fine. I forgot about your coconut situation.
I might suddenly burst.
Do you think I'm full of milk?
What?
Coconuts have milk.
What? No,
And hair.
What is that painting over there on the far side of the hallway, you think?
I'll find it!
Thank you.
And I immediately start rifling through Alazar's things.
Quinn.
Also, I wear his robe the whole time and do wizard things.
You're a wizard.
That's fucking serial killer thing to do.
Like, I scoop water, just like, and make my hand like this as the water sprays across.
You got Fantasia playing in the background.
Yeah.
You got common robes. A spell is just a staff, and then you also have a potion of health. Legit.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, he's just playing with all of it.
So, Quinn goes over to the door, and is there a keyhole or anything we can look through? Any light coming through cracks in the door? Or?
Why don't you roll an investigation check for me?
I will do that. I will do the thing. I'm so good at investigation. Okay, now. Oh, damn! 19.
No keyhole. It appears, though, throughout your investigation that you do not see. You can actually see light all along the frame, except on the hinge side, and it appears that if you pushed it, it would open.
I sort of gesture to Grob and say, "Hey, Grob, we have a door, and generally,
I'm good at doors. I'm good at doors.
Okay.
You want me to push open the door?
I mean, yes, do it carefully, but like Quinn just deploys arms like hands. Let's do this.
Whoa. Okay.
Breach and clear.
I will try and open the door.
Get the wooden Mega Man cannon.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
You push the door and it slowly opens, and there's an open door.
That is an
Nothing
open
on the
door.
other side.
You can see that there is another room on the other side, but you will have to walk in to experience its grandeur.
I think if I was to experience its grandeur, I'd have to walk in. So I guess I'll do that.
So you all walk in.
Quinn is not going to walk in.
Okay.
Quinn
Grob and perhaps naked Alazar. This is what you see. 8 torches illuminate this room. The light washes over a floor mosaic showing 2 creatures locked in mortal combat. A small bear with sharp claws and a rabbit with a spiral horn on its forehead. In the middle of the room, a robed figure stands next to a waist-high pedestal, atop which rests a stone cube. The figure is bald and has one hand on the cube. It takes a moment to realize that the figure is a statue.
Alazar, look at that. Oi, Moon Boy, get in here.
Come on, Moon Boy.
Yeah, come on, Moony.
Don't, yeah. Out of the 3 of us, I'm not the one that is Moon Boy at the moment, Mr. Naked Wizard.
I am the Moon Boy.
Not really a boy, but guess that's what they used to call you in Wizard College. So.
No, that was Vulture Peaky.
Right. So, guys, we got this room in here. Look.
So we do. Yes, that is a room.
There's 8 torches.
There are 8 torches.
It looks like some kind of disaster artist did this in the room.
They all light the room.
Looks nice. So stay in the light. Oh, should stay in the light. So maybe we go around the side of the room rather than walking in the middle. We kind of shimmy round the side, if you know what I'm saying.
Are there the same amount of torches as there were on the way? We put torches on the way in,
we
didn't
put
we?
torches in.
Yes, there were 8 reliefs on the way in, and you put 8 torches in them.
But there are 8 torches in here.
There are.
So do we need to move them back to the?
We don't know if that does anything yet.
Also, I don't we couldn't keep them lit through the water. Shit.
That would be a problem.
Oh, I guess that might be the challenge here.
Aha!
So there's a stone cube.
There's a waist-high pedestal in the middle of the room. There is a stone cube, very similar to the puzzle cube that you all recovered from the shrines of Moa and Wongo, sitting on the waist-high pedestal. And there is a statue of a robed figure reaching out, touching the stone cube, but it is a statue.
So...
Very well. I'm going to touch it, I think. I kind of want to grab it.
You're going to touch this stone cube?
You guys have luck with these things.
Tread lightly. Tread in the light.
I feel like just touching it might be bad.
I feel like that too, but I feel like that's what these are supposed to do, is make you go, oh shit, don't do it, and then we do it.
Right.
I mean, the statue is gesturing towards touching it, so...
Maybe...
The statue is touching it.
Oh.
So maybe move it so the statue is no longer touching it.
Can I do that without... Oh, shit, I don't have anything.
Poke it with your stick. I don't have my stick. Poke it with your other stick.
Oh, right, like my penis.
Okay. That is much shorter. I have to get far closer. I might as well just touch it with my hand at that point.
Oh, God. Okay.
Can I throw a rock at it?
You, as mentioned before, there isn't any sediment or debris to use. There's a torch. If you wanted to pull a torch at them, I would allow that.
A map. Come on, wizards. All right.
Come on, wizards. Come on, Perkins. What were you thinking?
Jeez, what were you thinking?
Okay, so we haven't stepped into this chamber yet. Am I correct in thinking this, Greg?
We're kind of...
Alazar and Grob are up towards the top.
Okay, so nothing happened when we... Okay, so that's my theory. Okay. So... Yep. Well, maybe we do try...
I love these little puzzles.
So we got to get 8 torches from here out through there and put them back in there. There must be some kind of other way. If when we're in the pool, no, that's pretty dumb. Like a secret door, secret wall, or something like that.
Right, yes, from the one before with the arrow slits and bullshit.
With the arrow slits, there's a secret place in there. So maybe there's a secret one in here as well. So maybe we take a look around, see if we can feel the walls, if any of them feel weird. Or like a investigation or something like that, Greg, to see if there's any weird...
Sure thing. Where would you like to investigate?
Person
I recently promoted to GM.
Oh yeah, no, I've gone back into player. I've rejoined as a player, so I don't see any secret things. Okay, let's try. I don't know. Maybe there's like a secret one here because we can hear them on the other side. It's like the southern wall, that kind of place.
Sure. I tell you what. Give me a perception check.
Alright, I will.
What are you looking for?
Secret walls, basically. I'm trying to feel if there's like a... Because we had a secret wall in one of the other ones, so he thinks that there must be another way to get from A to B.
Okay, right.
Can I take the top left torch?
You want to pick up the leftmost torch, like the. Oops.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay. Yep. You can pull it straight away.
I do it.
I prep to cast a spell. I don't know what spell to cast. I prep for terrible things to happen.
You pull the torch out, and you have a torch.
All right, I have a torch. Right.
I'm gonna go and poke the cube out of the grip or out of the grasp of this.
Wait.
What?
Just check something. It's really obvious, but it's something to check. Go douse it in the pool and see if it goes out.
Yeah, I was going to say that actually.
I'm worried about that because I don't want it to.
I can
go out.
relight the torch.
Oh, right. Yeah, I could just do that with another torch. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I'll be back, and then I'll let you know. I go over there and try to douse it out.
So Alizar scampers off, completely naked, holding a torch.
Yep. Just use like feet on stone.
Right. He goes in. He puts it into the moon on the ceiling, sun in the water, and it. And as soon as you pull it back out, it relights.
All right. I come back.
All right. So funny things happened. It went out, and then when I took it out, it ignited again. So maybe if we go underneath, it'll be. Wait. No, we can't. We have to stay in the light. So if it goes out, maybe we'll. Round. I'm gonna go get my clothes.
I'm gonna bring the torch with me, and I'm gonna.
That's a good idea.
On the other side.
Why is it taking you this long?
Don't
because he's thinking of other stuff.
He's a professor. He knows what he's doing.
In the moment and trying to figure out stuff that he doesn't care about his clothes.
While he's gone,
just dedication.
I'm gonna help Grob look for a secret way through. I rolled a.
Ever look for any secret walls when you're in each of those pool rooms as well, Alizar? See if there's secret doors.
Oh yeah.
Where are you searching, Quinn? Ping it on the.
He said search the walls. So if we came in through.
Alright, so if we came, there's a bit of Grob thinking in this. If we came in through a door from there, then there should be another door from there, but there isn't a door from there. Or Alizar, see if there's a door at that point here. I'm peeing on the map.
We don't really know though that like the layout. Are there windows dictating?
You have no context for the rest of the place.
But there's a bit on the left, isn't there? Because there's that wall there. So if we was to write it down on a map, you'd probably work that out.
Actually, to be fair, we have absolutely no idea where we are now. We teleported through a pool, so we don't even know we're in the same building. So
you could be 100 miles away.
That's true. Actually, yeah, we could be like over here or something like that, couldn't we? Yeah.
So I'll check every wall in this room to start with.
Yeah, right. Well, as we were doing this on Roll20, it's sort of impossible to do it otherwise. I will allow this. You give Quinn, you're able to check all of the walls in the interior room, and I'll give you the pool room as well. You do see that there is a slight outline right about here of what looks like another door, but it does not seem to have any way to open it, at least none that you can detect.
Where is it?
Right here.
Okay.
Oh my god, I am the dungeon master.
So I'm gonna go over. Is there anything on the walls around that?
In this room?
Yeah, like in the room that.
There are various paintings of everyday Omuan chores and life. We'll switch over to Alizar real quick. Alizar, when you pop back up in this pool over here, you are gifted with two things. One, as the torch emerges on this side, it remains out. And two, Hezekiah is dressed up like Harry Potter, splashing around in your robe.
Yeah, you see him with his back turned. He's, I command all sorts of sorcery. Ka-chow! Pew!
Hezekiah, if you're a sailor and you own a boat, why don't you swim?
What?
You're always going off about, is that my boat? Is that my boat? I own a boat.
He just likes the outfits.
Oh, yes, because the boat floats on top of the water and I don't have to swim. If the boat crashes, then it's all bets are off, to be fair.
That's stupid.
That's the point of boats, you see, sea traversing.
You're stupid.
I don't want to swim across the sea. It's very far. You're tired.
I toss the unlit torch at the back of Hezekiah.
Why did you? I can explain this.
Pass it here.
I'm sorry. And he like folds it.
I was just experimenting, Mom.
You see, I can do some kind of magic, but I didn't go to wizard college, and I didn't have the experience that you had, and I haven't read as many books. As I said, I read that one book. I was wondering what it was like to be. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And I go and I grab the torch and I grab.
Where did you get the torch from? Where did you come from?
What's on the other side?
And I go right back to the water.
No,
hey,
now I don't have anything to do.
What an ass.
I can only talk to Rorik.
Do you want to play Gwent?
No.
No.
Okay, so we'll cut from there as these two guys are contemplating Gwent. And Alizar, you pop back up in the other room, and I will allow the continuation. Quinn, you were saying something about the pictures.
The pictures, do any of them have like doors in them? Is any of them to do with like doors?
Why don't you roll an intelligence investigation check for me, please?
Because I'm bad at it.
Well, I'm going to make you do it anyway. It's sort of my jam.
Well, you suck.
Sort of what I do. Sort of my